we have a car here that you guys haven't seen for a while. We're gonna be installing like the absolute best headlights that you can get for this car. Dylan's Honda Civic. It's a 2017 Honda Civic Si sedan. And we got these buttes, the Morimoto XB LED headlights. Now these are probably gonna be one of the most expensive options to go with, but you have 5 LED projectors, daytime running light, and these things are beefy. They're so heavy, which usually you can tell quality by that. These are probably heavier than the OEM ones, and the quality is just, if you've ever worked with these products, you know for yourself that they're really good. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take the front bumper off, get the headlights removed, get these ones installed, and it's gonna be awesome.
I've been waiting for these for probably about 2 years, ever since I got the car.
He ordered them 2 years ago and he's just got them.
No, actually, shout out to Elliot at the Retrofit Source for getting these things in 2 days. So if you're ever looking for headlights, talk to Elliot.
Link in the description, his Facebook profile, Instagram, social security number, everything will be down in the description. Pop the hood. L15 B7, no shit. 1.5 liters of just pure power. No, but for real though, guys, like, don't sleep on these little 1.5 liter Civic SIs. Like, with just bolt-ons, like, they scoot. Alright, so right now we're just getting all the clips. It's mainly clips. There's some 10 mils. Some clips you just pry out. Other ones are like the Phillips head screw type. So we got all those out, and now Dylan's just underneath getting the 10 mils and then the rest of the clips underneath. And we already got everything removed from inside the fender well, so we can pull this out. As soon as we get everything out from underneath, we can pull the front bumper, disconnect the fog lights, and then be good to go. Once you have the bumper removed, you're gonna have a 10 mil here, you'll have another one right there, and then down here, you'll need to remove this 10 mil, this one, and one that's hiding way back there. So as of right now, I mean, that's a big difference. Here's up close. So much better. All right, before you actually install the headlights, what you're gonna need to do with the old ones is remove this plastic bracket that has the clips for the front bumper. And all that is 2 10 mils, one there and one there. You pop this piece off, and then you will install it on the bottom of the new headlights. All right, once you have this piece off, you'll just go ahead and put it on the new one. Now you're gonna have these the smaller holes. Those are gonna line up with the little pins there. And because you spent the money on a good quality part, everything lines up perfect. So when you go to put these in, these are all the whole harness that comes off the back side of the new ones. This has a little jumper harness to 3 separate pigtails. And then you have one connection right here. Everything goes to a specific plug-in. Every plug is a little bit different, so you can't mess this up. If it's not going into place or plugging in properly, then it's probably not the right one. So you can see in these ones, these are two, they look the same, but they're 2 different plugs. So just figure out which one needs to go where, and it'll clip right into place. Just like that, just simple. And that's it. Headlight is plugged in. And now what we're gonna do is, just to keep these out of the way, we're gonna pull all the wires through That way they're out of the way, nothing is getting pinched. And now you'll have these little pins that will go into place in the factory locations. This one you may have to kind of push to get it to go in, but. And now you can go ahead and put your 5-10 mils back in, and then that deep one down there. And then you're pretty much done. Do the reverse of everything you just did, put everything back together, and then we'll show you guys the finished product. So one of the things that we forgot was on the top of the headlight, you have these little plastic clips. These also need to be transferred over in order for this part of the front bumper to be solid and clip in. So we're just gonna go ahead, pull this out a little bit, screw those in. That way this portion of the bumper, the little eyebrow, can actually snap into place. Fitment on these is perfect, as you'd expect for spending $700-800 on them. But we'll go ahead, we'll get this on the ground, pull it outside, and show you the features of it. You have your LED daytime running light with the vehicle running. And then turn on the low beams. You have the outer 3 LEDs for those, and then high beams are the last 2. Here are the turn signals. Very bright. And when you turn the turn signals on and turn them back off, the daytime running light actually activates pretty quick. Like, it's pretty seamless going from turn signal to DRL and vice versa. There's no like delay when you shut them off where you're waiting for a few seconds before they turn back on. So that's pretty nice. But overall, super nice. And as you can see, it's still very bright outside, so we're not really going to do any nighttime testing just because he has to leave. But you can pretty much compare these to any of the Morimoto headlights that have multiple LED pods, whereas like Carissa's only has a single one that does the low beam and high beam, whereas this has 3 low beams and 2 designated high beams. So these are probably much brighter than hers. But go to Morimoto's website, look at some of their videos as far as testing that they've done on their headlights and everything else like that, and these will generally be comparable to those. These are going to be much brighter than the OEM headlights, especially on the, was it 17, 18, the 19s they had the LEDs?
17 and 18.
So the 17 and 18 models that had the just regular halogen bulbs, these are going to be much brighter, much better beam pattern, nice white light instead of the dingy yellow that you see. So for safety reasons and for styling, these are a must on these cars.